Hey folks, Dude here, coming at you on, of all things, Wednesday, November 18th. And I'm going to be telling you in one of my classic, I haven't seen it, not released movie reviews. I'm going to be speaking today about Pixar's soon-to-be released movie, The Good Dinosaur. So, the basic synopsis is, I've already seen the trailer, the asteroid that supposedly killed off the dinosaurs missed Earth. Earth dinosaurs are now smart, people are stupid cavemen, and the main character, and this is such an amazing storyline that nobody would ever get this. I don't think even Pixar has done it to themselves. Oh, wait a minute, Finding Nemo, very similar. The main character gets separated from his family and has to find his way home. I don't know where I've heard that premise before, but of all things, doing some reading up about this thing, it has been 6 years in its production. It's had no less than 3 major changes. The third act supposedly didn't play so good. They replaced a director. Pixar fired like in excess of 147 people. They closed their Canadian animation studio. They said the movie was good, but it wasn't great. It needed to be great. Why? Because Cars 2 and there was another movie in that line that suck. Case in point, Pixar is running out of gas, okay? They are doing about the same movie time and again. Why? Because they are run by artists. They are not run by actual people who can come up with a new premise or find something really kind of just cool. And I've had this discussion with people before. They're like, Hollywood always rehashes stuff. They never do anything original. They use a lot of old templates for making new movies. Ergo movies from the 80s are now being rehashed, new stuff now with better CGI and better, special effects, and old movies are being redone, and, the redos are not nearly as good as the old movies because they're relying on the fact that CGI can look completely amazing to a degree until you look at it on a TV screen. Tell you what, in a movie theater, CGI is almost good enough. On a TV screen, watching it at home, it looks like somebody took a pencil and basically drew it in there. It is not good special effects. As a matter of fact, it was more fun for the classic good old stuff where you basically saw movies like Critters or animatronic little critters, or hell, it scared the snot out of everybody to have some tall skinny dude sewed into the alien costumes and attacking Ripley. That stuff worked, okay? Live action does work. And they're trying to get away from that. They're trying to say, okay, well, live action is really hard to do. Some of the stunts can't be replicated. So we're going to do 2 things. We're going to do fast action. And a lot of these sequences now, for a lot of the stunt work, is too fast. And the reason why they do that is they save time for animation. Case in point, if a stunt act took 5 seconds in which to do in real life, if you do it in animation in 2.5 seconds, you pretty much could justifiably say it was just as good, if not better. You could do a lot more splashy, a lot more blood, a lot more guts, whatever. Stuff you could never do to the actual human body and have them survive the actual stunt work you can do with the CGI. Case in point, a lot of that stuff happening in Terminator. You don't throw around a 60-some-odd-year-old Arnold Schwarzenegger and basically bang the snot out of him anymore. You just can't do that to people when they get that old. You just can't do it to people in a lot of extents. So essentially what they've done with a lot of this stuff, they've gone really kind of overboard with making too much CGI happen too fast, and it looks fake. It looks like they basically did about the same thing, not quite as well executed. But the dirty little secret is, if you look at the original Mad Max, a lot of those chase scenes were done something called shooting under cranked. Literally, they ran the camera slow. So it's running about 3/4 to half speed. So when you run it at real speed, the cars are doing instead of doing 40 miles an hour, they are smashing past you at 80, 90, perspectively. It looks like they are flat out flying. And the way you can tell about that is you look at the police car, and the rotating light on top is rotating really, 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 really fast, or you see the cars hitting road events, and it's not like they're basically bumping or doing standard stuff. They're bumping and they're moving almost around like F1 cars. They have a very, very fast bump in response to, ground effects or, road defects or stuff like that. That's the way you can tell that kind of stuff. But The Good Dinosaur, let me just run through the basic cast here. First off, the main role of Papa was supposed to be John Lithgow. He got booted. It is now a person by the name of Jeffrey Wright, who I don't know from Adam. Frances Dormand. Let's see. Wreck-It Ralph. That's right. She was in Wreck-It Ralph. Another name I don't know, 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 a whole bunch more other names I really just don't know. John Ratzenberger has to have a role in here. Sam Elliott, because of his amazing voice, he's in that movie. Anna Paquin, because she is such a leftist, just up the butt of Hollywood type, she got a role in that movie. A whole bunch of other people I don't know from Adam. Produced now by John Lasseter and Diane Rehm, whoever the hell that is. The direction, of course, is now been supplied by Peter Sohn. I don't know him from Adam. Writing credits, he has the writing credits. There was get this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people with writing credits on this movie. The release date on this is supposed to be, it is supposed to be in November 26, 20, it's pretty much, the first place it's going to get released is in France. Okay, has it really gotten let loose there? It's supposed to start on the 10th. It's supposed to start on the 14th. Then Canada on the 25th. Then Egypt, the rest of this other stuff. We're supposed to get it on the 25th. So the big release date is actually on the 25th. Now, going down to the actual trivia on this movie. It was originally directed by Bob Peterson and set for release on May 30th, 2014. Yeah, but he had problems getting the third act right, so he got booted, and it got pushed back to November 25th, 2015, for the intended release date of Finding Dory. Well, Finding Dory got booted back to June 17th, 2016. Yeah, this guy Peterson is now in another thing for Pixar, while Diane Rehm replaced John Walker for producer, and Peter Sohn was officially named the new director. Story was reworked, major changes, scrapping the ideas of dinosaurs being farmers, and ending the concept of nature itself being the main antagonist. How does that sound even slightly familiar to, I don't know, like Finding Nemo? Oh, I don't know, what was that other one where they basically go off in space? Oh, WALL-E. Yeah, that was a good movie. Yeah, the Earth is dying, so we gotta leave the planet. And guess what? People mutate in 500 years and become looking like seals. Stupid. Good Dinosaurs had a lot of production issues. Film production was 6 years, suffered from creative differences. Everything that they're saying about this movie just says, no matter what, yeah, it's going to be some pap fest where a lot of basically people go out and take their kids to it. It's going to be the blah, blah, blah. And it's going to have some, crossover with toys or some stupid stuff. Pixar is really starting to suck the hind leg, okay? They are not doing it the way that they used to with Toys 2, Toys 3, kind of pushing it with Toys 3, but those 3 movies, Toys itself, because they were so hungry and they had to get it right, even with the limited amount of animation ability that they could do with the computer technology at the time, it still flies. Yes, you look at it now and it kind of looks like, not quite as good, but you know what? The story still holds up. It shows a lot of decency to it, and it shows that they were treating it with respect. Nowadays, they are simply just cranking this stuff out and trying to make it something that they can get out to the theaters. Why? Because Disney owns Pixar. They own Marvel. They own Star Wars. They own all these other things. And they're now saying, okay, let's make the biggest bang for the buck. Even if it kind of sucks, let's just get it out the door and basically throw it down everybody's throat. They'll swallow it hook, line, and sinker. As for me and my purposes, I'm going to tell you what. To look at this thing and its basic nuances and, sheer existence thereof, I am not going to see The Good Dinosaur in the movie theater. And I can tell you for a fact, I probably won't even see it as a second run in the cheap movie theater, which is not too far from me. Just, it's not appealing. It's the same story with different characters, and it is insulting to say that the dinosaurs are smart, the people are stupid, and literally, the people are stupid. What does the dinosaur call his pet kid? Spot. Yeah, Spot. A human being, you're going to call a human being Spot. Even the Flintstones called their dino, Dino. I'm going to break all this one, folks. Eat good, keep centering as always, you know you love it. Good Dinosaur. Hope you go down in flames. You are a stupid premise put out by morons at Pixar that think we're stupider people to watch it in the first place. Not buying. See you guys.